TorqueBot only came on the scene in October 2019, but there's a long history behind this company. It's owned by a Singaporean company called Snap Innovations, who also own SnapBot. And this company has been making trading bots for nearly 3 years. And they sell their services to other companies who also want to have their own trading systems and their own super wallets. So these guys are behind a lot of companies that have super wallets and their own trading systems. So just to give you an idea, in February 2019, they did a deal with an Australian company called COSS, C-O-S-S, who have their own exchange and e-wallet, and they wanted to provide market-making trading services, so Snap Innovations provided that for them. And if I show you on their About Us page, this is their CEO, Mr. Ruan Evenson, and then this picture here shows Mr. Ruan Evenson in the middle, and the CEO of Snap Innovations on the right hand side, Mr. Bernard Ong. And the main website for Torque is torque.asia, and these guys are still in pre-launch. So this is what their application looks like at the moment. So right now it only works on the web, but they're building Android and iOS apps at the moment. Now, as many of you know who follow my channel, I'm big into transparency, and there's a lot of transparency here. It's not full transparency, but there's a lot of transparency. Now, I've had many conversations with Bernard Ong, the CEO, and he's got a lot of plans for TorqueBot. Right now, the main focus is adoption. They want to build out their customer base and build TorqueBot into a long-lasting, sustainable platform. So let's listen to a little bit of what Bernard Ong says about his vision.
Market takeover. We definitely are looking to do that. Right now, a lot of people are using the app more like a avenue to actually just profit from trading, and but I do not want just another wallet that is just only providing trading services. We do want to become a super wallet where it will be packed with a lot of features and functions, and we are even also providing some an academy which actually essentially has been running. This academy is more for trading, so it's going to be very related to what we actually do, not just on crypto, but I think it's good to educate everyone on traditional instruments and assets. However, we're also going to build a lot of some games inside the app, so I think you're going to love it, you're going to enjoy it. It will help in terms of even building this bond with your team members. That's one that's in the pipeline, and essentially everybody does want an app where the entry barrier is low, with just couple of $100. Now Ethereum is only about $172 USD. It would be a very nice dream for everybody to be able to enter into something like this, and then they treat it as a business, and as they enjoy all the functions and the returns that we are generating, they build up this business and network, and they could actually spend. So if, let's say, how nice would it be if I just put in today 1 Ether, I build up my network, and I have within our portal itself, I could exchange for daily necessities, food, drinks, shampoo, toothbrush, toothpaste, buy maybe a book from our portal, things like that. I think this is actually putting really putting good use to cryptocurrency. At the same time, blockchain technology allows us to build so many things. But what is the real use for cryptocurrency? So in order for us to be recognized as a digital currency adopted throughout the world, we need to have something exciting, something new, and everybody would join, and our adoption would go massive.
Bernard Ong has a strong digital footprint. Here he is on LinkedIn, and you can see that he's involved in a lot of companies. He heads up Snap Innovations and Almega Financial Group, and obviously SnapBots and Torque. Now, these guys are based in Singapore, and they have about 20 staff there. I've seen pictures of the inside of their offices, and they have researchers and traders there, day traders. And then their customer services and the 24-hour trading is done from Vietnam. And that's where their biggest team is. So we have a serious company with a good history who know what they're doing in cryptocurrency, in trading. They make their own bots. They have their own development team, and they have manual traders who work in commodities, forex, cryptocurrency, etc. So what is the product? So as you've probably guessed, it's an arbitrage trading bot. Now, yes, they do have manual traders, but the main focus is on the bot. And obviously you need manual traders to tweak and maintain the bot. They use various strategies, including triangular trading, but the goal here is to try and have risk-free trading. They've negotiated very, very low fees with Binance and Kraken and some of the other big exchanges. So it means they can take a lot of small scalps, like a gross 1% profit. They can take a scalp like that, even factoring in the fees. Now the daily profits are between 0.15% and 0.45%. So up to about 13% per month. And it's 7 days a week. Now a really, really important feature of TorqueBot, which is very unusual, is their liquidity. We get our capital back. And we get our capital back anytime we want. Now I wish other platforms did that. That is amazing. And there are no fees. Now when we go to withdraw our capital, it's not instant. They have to process it manually. And the CEO said that's due to security. They have a lot of experience in this area. And the CEO has given examples of where people try to hack accounts and do instant withdrawals. Now the minimum investment here is 1 Ethereum, about $175 at the moment. So if you're putting in Litecoin or Bitcoin or USDT, you need to remember to keep a minimum balance of roughly 1 Ethereum. Once it drops below 1 Ethereum, you stop getting daily profits. Now one of the things I don't like about this is they pay us in their own coin instead of directly in crypto. So that means we then got to convert that into any other coin that we like. So we convert it into Bitcoin, Ethereum, etc. Now a lot of crypto companies, especially when they're trying to attract team builders, they provide very, very deep multi-level marketing systems. And those systems can end up breaking a company. But in this case, they only pay commissions from net profits. And that means it's much more sustainable. And lastly, this is very early days. They're still in pre-launch. Their iOS and Android apps are roughly a month to 2 away. And the current plan is to launch this officially in December 2019. Now, I'm not trying to create FOMO here, but some people like to get in early with cryptocurrency companies while they're still growing and expanding. So the daily profits aren't crazy. The CEO talks a lot about longevity and sustainability and transparency. Now I've seen the trading bot running. The CEO has sent me examples of the trading, how they tie up from one exchange to another. But full transparency is when you can see trading at volume. And only then do you know something isn't a Ponzi. You need to be able to see that these guys are trading at sufficient volume to pay the daily profits to everybody. Now based upon what I've seen, I think this is legit. The CEO has said that in approximately 2 weeks' time, they would introduce a way for us to see the live trades. Now he has also said that there are certain things that he can't show because they don't want their strategies being copied by other traders. So I'll be interested to see what kind of transparency we see in regards to that. Okay, so what's my verdict on TorqueBot? I always like to start off with what I don't like. And there are a few things here that I don't like. So the first thing is being paid in their own token. Now I know they all do this, but I don't like it. I much prefer to be paid in crypto directly. And I mean crypto that's mainstream crypto, like Bitcoin, Ethereum, etc. I don't like having to convert it. Now some people see this as a positive because the price of the token can rise over time. And if you want to hold on to the token, you get more money, etc. But personally, I like to get my money straight away and in crypto. The next thing I don't like is that withdrawals are not instant. I much prefer instant withdrawals. Now I know what the CEO said about security, but I'm sure there's ways they could work around that and protect us, but I like instant withdrawals. And lastly, the CEO manages a lot of companies. And when your focus is diluted like that, that can be a bit of a concern in terms of implementing his vision for TorqueBot. Now, he does have a strong management team, and I've looked into those guys as well. So maybe it'll be fine, but it is a slight concern of mine. So they're the things I don't like. And now for the things that I do like. And there's a lot to like here. So firstly, they have a really strong company. Good history, great expertise. They're already in 9 different countries. These guys know what they're doing. Now, I've seen companies recently that just started out and within 3 weeks they collapsed because of basic management mistakes. So having a company with a good history, they're not likely to make those kind of basic mistakes. And the management team, from the CEO down to his sub-managers, all have LinkedIn accounts, and they publish that on their main site. So very good transparency. You can check all these guys online. And even with Snap Innovations, I've seen some of the management guys doing a lot of the deals rather than the CEO. So everything isn't just dependent upon the CEO. And in relation to how they make their profits, we've got good transparency. I'm not going to say great, but we have good transparency. I've seen their bot running, but I don't know exactly how much profit it's making. I don't know exactly what volumes it's trading in, but I've seen something. And the fact that other companies are buying their bots and other companies are reaching out to them to implement trading systems, I'm going to make an assumption that they know what they're doing in relation to bots and they know how to make profits. Now, the CEO has mentioned building this for the long term and to be sustainable. And I like that that's an integral part of their strategy. And as I previously mentioned, this is early days. And that means we might get a long run on this one. They have a long roadmap, lots of plans. So this could be a good one. And the really good thing I like about this is the liquidity. There's no lock-in period. We get our capital back anytime we want. It's not instant, but within 24 hours. Now, I've already invested in this. I put in 7.6 Ethereum. I watched the daily profits, and they are within that range of 0.15 to 0.45. The highest I've seen is 0.3, but I've only had about 4 or 5 days results. So let me show you quickly how to use TorqueBot, how to sign up, and how to invest. So to sign up, if you go to your browser, type in tiny.cc/torque, TORQUE. Fill in your registration details. They're not doing KYC, so just fill in whatever you like. And you should see my email address there, analyzercrypto@gmail.com. And my referral number, 4089-40389. And once you've logged in, this is what you'll see on the dashboard. So you can see with Litecoin, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and USDT, the best payers are Bitcoin and Ethereum at the moment. So, for example, if you wanted to with Ethereum, you just click on deposit, type in what you want to send, click next, and send to that address. And that's it. You don't have to take any further action. As soon as your deposit arrives, it goes straight into the trading system. So the next day, you should start receiving your daily profit. Now, I'll do another video with some details of withdrawals, etc. And if I check on withdrawal report, you can see I withdrew 6.67, and that's pending at the moment. So I'm testing that feature out. The great thing about liquidity is you can jump out and jump back in whenever you want. But I needed to leave in a minimum of 1 Ethereum in order to still receive profits. Now, what's my risk rating for this? Because it's so new, I'm going to give it a medium risk rating. I need to see full transparency, and I need to see how this progresses. I'll probably keep this as a medium risk right up until they go live. I want to see some progress with this. And that might be a little bit unfair of me. It might be more appropriate to give it low to medium, but I'm going to start it off with medium risk. All right, I hope you found that interesting. Take care, guys.